Hello and welcome to a video um, about how to maximize your upgrading of your items. Um, Today we are going to talk about my rotation. It's only my opinion. You can take from it whatever you want to take from it. But this is the way I have been doing it since the beta 0.05, and it still works. And I really think it's the best thing to do. First of all, we gotta think about every time you upgrade an item 10 levels, you will get a multiplier. This multiplier multiplies your damage, which is easily to understand. You only get two extremely high multipliers. First is at level 50, and the second one is at level 100. The one at level 50 is a multiplier which multiplies your damage by 10, and then the next one is at level 100, which multiplies it by 15. It's important to understand that these multipliers is what you want to go for, not above, not beneath. You just want to go for them and then go on, because you do not get anything, at least not from the range of 100 to 400. There's anything close to this multiplier, and you will be able to buy the next weapon, or let's say helmet, whatever it is, the next item of the same type, around 200 to 250 mark, depending on whether you are in the beginning of the game or in the end of the game. What my rotation is about is just getting everything to 100 and then go on to the next one. But there's there are some loopholes, some things which can make it faster. As you can see, there's a system. This item is at level 1, so the item above is at level 50. If the item here is at level 50, the one above will be at level 100. When you have this system, you will just have to buy the next one, the next item. Let's say I buy this one, then some new boots. That means this one is at level 1. Earlier I said if an item is at level 1, the one above needs to be at level 50. So I will upgrade this to level 50. And now I have two at level 50, therefore this one goes to level 100. And this is a thing you can keep on doing, because you will get this sweet bonus here at level 50, and at another bonus at level 100. You can keep on doing this both on the wizard and on the adventure. And the reason why this is so efficient is you only go for the multipliers, and there aren't any above. Therefore, you just need to get to the 100 and do not waste any money else. Therefore, the money you would waste this one would actually be used to get this one, which would upgrade this one. Therefore, this one. And you understand, right? So it's just a way to minimize your cost and maximize your damage from what you're getting. There will reach this weird point where you do not have anything to upgrade beneath. This is where this cycle will have its issues. Because now I do not have the ability to upgrade something to level 1, and it's too expensive to upgrade the first one again. But that's when you just need to upgrade. You saw what I just did. I upgraded the one that was at level 1 to level 50, and the one above to level 100. And that's what you just keep on doing. There's an exception to this rule. The exception is that the first type of armor you will get, the wood, does not comply to this rule, because wood is extremely cheap, and it is cheap to upgrade, but it does not scale in the high to the high end of 100 or 200, which is where you can buy the next items. So therefore, I highly recommend you only upgrading stuff to level 100. And now I'm getting around the range of to buy the next one. Again, go for the multiplier before you go for the new item. Therefore, your boots will be at level 100 when you buy your upgraded sword. The reason why this is so, why you should do this, why this is so efficient, is you will get the multiplier, which will boost you through a couple more opponents, monsters. This will make it possible for you to get a little bit more money out of every single opponent. Not because you're getting more stats, you know, because you're getting more damage out of your goal, which means you can do a little bit more damage in the long run. And this circle, this rotation, works even in the high 80s. And in the high 80s, it will change. It will go from, you know, I'm kind of one-hit KOing a lot of opponents, and the others, it will change from being a huge damage dealer to a low damage dealer. And on the adventure it would be more visible to see it. But as you can see, now I will upgrade this one because this one is at level 100 and this one is at 50. Therefore I will buy the first sword and then upgrade the cape now. Again, only to the level 100 cap. The reason why this works is because I calculated that every time you buy a new item, it's equal to 25 levels, or around 25 levels in your former item. That means if I buy a helmet, that this one will go to 25. But there is no multiplier at 25. Therefore, you will go for the 30 mark, which is above the helmet, and therefore you will wait until you get the next thing. Now I got this one to the level 100. I have this one shown underneath, which will show how much of my damage is produced by the different items. The reason for that is the multiplier will show you things, but really you do not get that much out of the multipliers if you do not have this one. Will still do the same damage, but it's more difficult to understand. Okay, now I will upgrade the helmet. This one would be able to go to the 25 mark now, but if you aren't in the high 80s, maybe high 90s, I wouldn't recommend you upgrade this one before you get the next one, because it is just going to cost you a minute or two. You could upgrade this one to level 20, that above. Again, if you upgrade it to level 30, it is above the cap set by this one. Therefore, you will waste your money. You would get from upgrading this one instead. Therefore, now I can buy this one. So this is the basic of the rotation. Just keep on doing the same thing again and again and again. This is very efficient. As I said earlier, I've been doing this since the beta 0.05. And again, when you get to this section up here, you would have a lower DPS output increase than you would in the middle, where you have the one at 100 and this at level 100, and then they just keep on going down. So this is you have some periods where you will lose your DPS. You gotta prepare for that, kinda. So if you're playing the adventure, I would recommend you maybe buying some increased, or getting, not buying, but getting increased sword damage, because that would increase just how much damage this would do and minimize the range or the gap where you are not getting anything. Now, if we go on to something else, I think I would tell you something about the mana and the cursed wizard. Remember, this is only for the cursed wizard. The cursed wizard does not regenerate 5 mana per minute. It's something weird going on. I have calculated it to being around 1.71 mana per second, and it does not scale with the mana increase, mana regeneration, or the total mana. It does not scale with any of those two, and I think it's just a beta thing, so it only works for the you know, 0.90. At least until they will change. And that's something I think is something you gotta know, because if you think, oh, I will just increase my haste and then increase my mana because I'm using more mana, that's something you cannot do. Not increase your mana regeneration, increase your total, but not your regeneration. At least not for the first visit yet. Another thing, I am avoiding everything called haste. Everything I can, I wanna get around haste, because, as I said, it is increasing the speed, which is decreasing the cast rate and other stuff, and therefore you will use more mana if you're using the inner gun cube. Therefore, if you're using the inner gun cube, you would run out of mana and therefore not be able to continue on with the game. So I highly recommend you avoiding the haste, and just keeping it as simple as you can with the wizard. Remember, this is only for the wizard. Another thing I think is very important for people to know is these shered things. Like, I am an ice wizard, therefore I am going towards ice parts. I'm not combining the ice and thunder or lightning. Therefore, I do not have that many. If I do like show you how I am doing it, always go for the rune coder in the beginning. It is everything you need. Otherwise, you will just keep on tapping on runes, and that could get quite annoying in the long run. But as you can see, I have only gone into the frost, and the reason for that is I want to go towards the frost build, which has high crit chance and later on high crit damage, and have a chance of hitting multiple targets. This one, your critical chance is only based on your abilities and your equipments, which means I am getting 2% from this one. If you want to see your magic chance of critting, you will have to go down to, let's say, ice, because I'm an ice wizard, and I have 53% chance to crit, which is an additional 53. So you will add that to this one, and therefore I will have 97% chance to crit of right now. And another thing about these shered things, it is you know, you have them lightning, ice lightning, you have them like fire and fire ice. They do not have their own thing shown underneath. You will have to. Lightning has this ability of jumping, which is called chain chance. It will show down here, but because it is the shered part, it will go on to my ice. I think I don't know it because I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know if you have just one of the shered and you have a huge bonus to lightning and a low bonus, or no, you have a huge bonus to lightning chain, if it would affect your ice also. I haven't tried that yet, but it's something I'm considering. But remember, cannot increase your mana regeneration, not increase that. You can increase your haste generation. The inner gen cube, sorry, is based on percentage of your energy, which is of your total energy. And if you get to like 350, it regenerate 4 energy per second. So that's 2 energy per second. The reason for this is every time you get to a 50 mark, it will round up to the nearest 100. Therefore, you will always try to get to a place where you have something with 50. Let's say 450, 550. Then you will get the extra energy generated. And I think it will end. I think I will end my video around here, just by going over the stuff here again. Upgrade stuff. If you buy the first one, the second one, the first will be able to be upgraded to level 20. 25 is the cap, 20 because you want to go for the multiplier. When you go to the third item, upgrade the one above to level 50. Or if the one you already are on is at 50, upgrade the one above to level 100, not above. When you reach your boots at level 100, you can go and buy your first item in the next grade. Like iron is greater than the leather, and therefore keep on doing this rotation. It will maximize your gold to the DPS, and it works for both of the wizard and adventure. And that is since the 0.05 beta, and right now I am playing the experimental 0.9.0. And this video I made for I made this video for gameplay bits 24/7 because I wanted to tell him how I am playing the game with the rotation of upgrading my items. And I hope he really can use this video, and I hope you all will try, just at least try the rotation. I think you will find it very efficient, and I hope I can make other videos like this in the future. Have a nice day.